Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Prismal, and today we're playing some more SpellRogue. Now, I'm on a bit of a stretch at the moment, trying to complete this Lapis run so I can actually get, like, the whole trio of stuff, basically. Oh, no, I guess the quadro? Is that the right word? Oh, no. But I'm having a really hard time in actually getting a win with him. For some odd reason, I do not know why, I am just extremely struggling. Let's take that for the concoction on every second turn, why not? Now Descent 2, and we'll try this out. I really am, like, struggling with it. When entering a sanctuary, lose one spell, but I gain a potion. Every second turn, receive a sap, casting a spell twice, reduce attack by 2 this turn. Dueling is kind of annoying. I'd rather reroll these, they're all quite bad. Let me start with regen, seems fine. Losing one max life when collecting a spell. Yeah, that's fine actually, I'll take that. I will take that. Glaciate is pretty good defense, to be honest, and I appreciate that early, so I'll pick that up. And we are going to the right or the middle, by the looks of it. Very nice. We'll go this way then. But yeah, I have been struggling, let's say, in trying to actually get a run that I can do something with, which is, yes, is in particular. Let's set the Glaciate here, and then we can just do a bit of damage, and we should be good overall. So that'll just give me some armor. Nice. The main issue I've been having is just like, Lapis doesn't really have like an overpowered combo that you can just instantly put in use straight away, right? And that's kind of like the issue I have. Let's roll this, we got a 6, nice, we can just kill one of those guys. I don't need to worry about anything else, so... a 6, nice, more damage. So you kind of end up just, like, doing the best that you can, which, like, in higher levels for the Descendant stages, just doesn't really work out very well. And I'm trying to do it on higher descents because I, like, actually want to succeed. Submerge. Interesting. Do we pick this up? I'm already defensively set, I think. Like, I've got a good amount of defense. I might need offense, and I don't really have anything yet, so it might be worth a reroll. Yeah, we'll take that. Lose a bit of life, but that's fine. So yeah, we got to try and, like, figure out what the best course of action is, really. And, apply my brilliant knowledge of this game that is barely useful. Okay. So we need to do that. And then we'll roll that higher, what we get a 4. So we could actually get some good defense now. Do the same again, that becomes a 6, so I guess we're attacking, or do we get more defense? I think it's worth taking the 1 damage, try and get like more damage on this now before he starts scaling out of control. Reroll that first, that's a 4. Again, I'd just rather keep the damage on them. Seems weird, but I think it's just more practical in the long run. Again here, we'll just gain armor this time around because it keeps us from dying. Ooh, nice, finally. Yeah, take 10. Twisted Geyser. Pretty good spell. Pretty good spell. Reduce the countdown of something. We only have 1 countdown spell, so not really useful. I do like Sleet Sky, and I'm going to pick it up because I believe it's like some really good offensive like usage, right? Trying to put it into this at the moment might be a little bit difficult, but we can now do it with just picking up the shard. I might want to place this somewhere else, though. Like, doing that there or that there could be pretty good. Getting, like, the armor for, like, ×2 effect. So, like, 8 on 4s and stuff is actually, like, really useful. Even switching this to just be, like, re-rolling the die is actually kind of nice. So I get, like, a random even die to use as well as, like, the re-rolls that we only will end up generating. But I'd have to give something up for that, which is not great. If I'm doing that, I'm giving up my permafrost, really, aren't I? Like, that goes in there. Use the geyser. I've got our 2 defense, and we've got Sleet Sky. Yeah, let's go. Let's test this out. Might as well, right? Be more proactive rather than reactive. So I've got ways then to reroll stuff, got 5s and stuff. We can keep rerolling. It's 2 4s, they go both in there. Set that Sleet Sky up, we get a reroll there. We can set up some defense for like next turn and do 11 damage. So how does this work with Fury? Okay, it pluses it, so we times then plus, which is not what you want to see. But, you know. Getting the armor. I guess we're getting more Sleet Sky again, because might as well at this point. And get more armor. But the good news is like, I still stack the Fury, so like eventually I will get the damage out at some point. It may not be immediate, but it will be there, so... Reroll that lower, reroll it again. 6, not great. I can place it in here and hold it. Or I could have got armor, but you know. 27 damage. I gotta laugh when it does that to me straight away. It's like, hello. It's very nice of you, but not very helpful. Yeah, do the 15, and then just get more defense to make sure. I could have looked at rerolling that and then using it again, but... 15? Yeah. So, if we get anything with multi-hit wise, it'll be pretty good. I guess that's what we're looking for next. The Tidal Hulberg. Is kind of ideal in a way with this and gaining more defense. A little bit annoying it's on the 6 and 1, but we can work around that. And in case Azure is one spell I do genuinely like, and with the extra Fury gain we could get from this as well, with extra defense. Could be really cool. I'll pick this up because it's just the more rare one. And it'll be placed in. Just so we can at least be semi-defensive. Go to the event, see what happens. Random potions, get me a random artifact, or just take damage to get gold. We'll get the artifact, see what happens. Oh, 5s, give me 2 block. Get a 6 every so often. Every 10 spells, cast Rain. Rain doesn't really affect me that well. This is kind of nice to have some defense, especially for a re-rolling die, getting 5s and stuff. Just free defense is useful, so I'll pick that up and go to Elite. It just means like I might be able to like take a hit sometimes more often. Like this is actually just 2 blocks straight away for no reason, so it is somewhat useful. Put that in there just so we can set up some defense if we do get what we want. So we've got 2 5s, so we'll set the Sleet Skies up rather than doing damage. Reroll that down to reroll it back up. Get a 4 into a 3. So go 10. Nice thing is we can still keep the 1 there, look, so it's like, you know, still pretty useful. Despite all that. Yeah, again, I think we should put the dice in there. We do get the 6, so we can do this. So 1 into a 5. This will give me 6 if I use it, so we just use this to make sure we get defense. Yeah. So now we get +1 on everything on those, so semi-useful. So 5. I'm going to gain this now, just so we have the use for it later. And then I guess put that in there to save up his defense, use 29 damage, and yeah. See, look at that, straight away, 9 defense just because I was smart. Get the 14 defense. Do I reroll the 5 here into a 6? Because defense, you know? And deal the damage. Kind of annoying that that still keeps going up, but eh. What are you gonna do? Probably a better accent than that. If I roll this down, I should get an ult at some point. Okay. We get the kill. Very awkwardly, but we get the kill. So yeah, I always find that poison thing is interesting. Rainfall is kind of thing, but I already gave up the thing that would make rainfall useful. I will reroll again here then. Ice Blast is kind of interesting. Grass Flow is basically cheap defense, so I will pick it up. And I'll actually change it out for the Surf for that. Because basically I'm planning to get a lot of defense from here, so rerolling even die and stuff is more useful. Is it even die more useful? Keeping it odd more useful? I think keeping it odd is more useful, so I guess we'll double up the effect on this. A potion, lose Staff of Protection to gain a shard. Or gain that rabbits for every 3rd turn, get a die. The extra die is really useful, like every 3 turns. Then gaining a shard can really help me out. Like instantly changing like this to give me actual more defense as well means it's more useful to play. Already got that upgraded. Glaciate's upgraded. Grass Flow. More defense would be interesting. Playing 3 times the damage would be pretty good, or just rolling higher on this. I guess we don't really need it right now, so I guess we'll take the Rabbit's Foot into here. I don't need the max. I don't need the max life just to repay all the spells I picked up. So we're kind of a defensive build that is focusing on Sleet Sky and getting that working for us. That is the plan. This will roll into a 6. This has to roll into a 1, which sets up the Bulwark straight away. At which point we can just get defense here. We do take some damage, but it's fine. We can work on that. Straight away. Again, we can just do that into that. Reroll that to an odd die, get a 3. And just gain more defense. I would have liked to have got Sleet Sky up, but the Rabbit's Foot turns, so we get a turn with the extra die. 6 and 1. This rolls it lower, this rolls it higher. So there is no real difference here. Damn you, game. The only thing is it's random, but I'll have to accept that. Roll. Do that. Roll again. Roll again. To a 5. Yes, give me some armor here. Roll that. Into a 5. Now it goes into a 6 to go into here. To give me that roll. More defense. Then we deal damage with the ult. Okay. So we've now got at least the Hailstorm set up. That's the main thing, right? So it's going to have issues otherwise with trying to trigger stuff and actually, like, the ability to do things. It's a 5. Guess we'll reroll this to higher value. Reroll it again down. Do that into a higher value. I've already got lots of defense, but that to set up, and then that deal damage. I want another Sleet Sky off, but likelihood is it's going to get removed every single time, so yeah. Even, reroll to 1. Oh, I could have used that. use it then. A 4. It's good defense for next turn, and I guess we'll just use this on that. And go there. I get 20 armor, so I don't need to worry about armor this turn. So what am I going to do here then? Let's do pop this in here and just hope to roll higher. Roll lower. Higher. Oh, nice. Okay. I put that in there then to just trigger it and then do the damage. So now we should scale this armor damage stuff, right? At least yeah, I should have a lot more damage coming my way. Set that up. Reroll that. And that's a 5. Put that in. Reroll that. So that's another 5. Two gives me a good amount of armor, and then deals 24 damage. Cool. So we won't take any more of this unravel anymore, which is good news, because I was really getting annoyed by it. We can set up some more defense. Roll that. That's a 5. Good defense for the next turn and this turn. Deal damage there. Man, just hit all the stuff I didn't want it to hit, but, you know. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Ooh, 2 5s. You're going to have a good amount of damage already, so I don't need to go for this right now. I can just set this up, get the even roll, and then mess with them. And we can roll that for more defense. Next turn, we've got 24 defense for next turn, so we should be good whatever they do. And then we can shove it even in that, get the reroll. Do it again. Roll that higher. And then we've got the kill. Okay. My defensive strategy is working, surprisingly. Dreadstone weakness is a problem, but doesn't actually really affect me in the ways that you'd think it would, because I'm planning to counteract that. Dreadstone is the best if you remember to deal with it. I've always said that. So I'll pick that up. Having afflictions would be nice. Great way to go through it. Instantly kill, flip, and deal stuff. I'd rather reroll those, get something better. 1 damage 3 times. Rhyme Hail is so good with the build that we got. I will pick it up. It's the payoff I'm looking for this build, right? Because it will deal the damage on repeat. Annoying that I have to kind of like trigger the extra fury, but none of these will give me anything out, so yeah, let's move on. The real question is Rhyme Hail worth it? Get 6 max life, boss battles start with 1 power, that's probably fine. Their max life being 25% greater is also fine. I'll take that. I get the extra life for that as well, and that means I can take more spells. So, do we have a double elites path? We do not. Do we have a shop on the way? We do. We could go early shop. I got nothing to buy with early shop, so I guess we're going late shop, which gives me some variables to play with. Depending on how fights go, we can bail if we need to. Gotta love it, right? Give me all the ones. Roll the 4 again, actually. Another 5, nice. We can do that and that. Set the Rhyme Hail up. Get a 4 back. Trigger that. Put 1 in there. Reroll that higher. Get the 6. Put that in there then. Reroll that higher. Get it 2. So get more defense there. And I guess we'll trigger the Rhyme Hail. To deal the damage here and kill it? Yeah. Rhyme Hail was busted before if you Ever played this before the full release? Not so much anymore, but I can kind of see why it was changed. You know? So we get my defense there. Now, I am going to do this because, again, Rime Hail and Sleet Sky is really good, so... Get the 3. I'm not fully defended. But I could deal... the damage doesn't matter, does it? There we go. Now we're defended. We're defended pretty good for next turn as well. So we re-roll the 1 upwards. That becomes a 3, which is, again, pretty good for me. And that re-roll the 4, we get a 5. Re-roll the 2, we get a 3. You can set the 2 up to be a 6. So the 2 to be a 1 and a 5 to be a 6. So we got that going as well. I can do the Rime Hail thing again. And we can then set that into a 4. I can actually kill one, but, you know, I'm an idiot. You know, so let me be an idiot for once. Roll it higher. Into a 4. Great. Now I can't do anything. Becomes an even. It gives me defense. That will give me some defense. And then put that in there. There we go. Waiting for that 3. Let's do this damage 3 times. Oh yeah. Good thing I have the delay block on there, because I probably would forget that I need to take that. And don't care about any of these. We're just going to take 1 anyway, because 10 gold for 1 health is still pretty good. Guess Absolution is fine. Might be somewhat useful with this build. We're getting rid of all these 3 anyway. So, and I think I'm in a good spot, so we're going to take this elite fight. Hopefully it's the nicer of the elite fights we can take, but you never know. There's another fight, which is not good. So let's set up some defense. Get the reroll going. That could become a 6. Reroll that first. When we get a 4, we do get a 4. A little higher. Get a 2. Put the 2 in there. I'm going to reroll this just to get the 6 so we know we can actually trigger this next turn. At least have a high likelihood of triggering it anyway. So we'll set that up. Now we're going to start gaining a lot more for the triggers. And we rolled another 6 so we can go straight back into it. You know when a game really loves you. Put that 6 in there because it's a good idea. We'll reroll these higher. Getting more defense. We'll do it again. That's a 5. Can't do anything with that. And I guess we'll just do the damage 19 times. Oh, 19 times. Do 3 times the 19. Yeah, I think this does scale with power as well, so there's a reason for me to use it that way also. Nice, gave me the 3, and that's a kill, right? Okay. We're now going to abuse Rime Hail in this run. Whispering Sea, I've never seen this before, so if you apply an odd, you get X that, or in even, get X Rupture, Poison Rupture. And target is attacking, morph the spell, which then basically goes into Calm Ocean, where you can actually gain extra and then morph back when you deplete it. Interesting spell. I like the idea of it. It is very interesting. It works as both. What's the pickup on this? Extra charges or just any dice? Any dice is quite useful. Inundate is interesting, but not what we want. I'm going to take the Whispering Sea. It can work as a setup card and also as defense, so it's kind of interesting. Not quite in the build yet, but it's a possibility for that 6th slot. You know? It is a possibility. We have a 5, we have a 2, so... Oh, sure we have the 1, so there's no difference there. So let's set up our tidal hallwork. Let's get some defense rolling. 2 3s, precisely what I was looking for. I'd say anything but a 6, but... you know when a game dislikes you. That's why that anything we'll play would be always good, you know. Okay, I've got a 6, we can get a 2 in there. So let's do that to get our 1. Set this and this up. Put the 4 in here. You get another 1. Roll it up. Another 3, so put both those in there to start gaining my power. Reroll that. Into a 3. The 5 is useless, the 3 can actually use to attack. We do it 3 times, and that does kill something, doesn't it? Kill that. Can't kill that. Can kill this, though. Or this. No. So we kill this guy, then. Just straight up. We do take a bit of damage, but that's fine. I'll reroll that, because it gives me power. Could have gone for him, but he had the bigger DPS output, so... yeah. Work on the big guy first. 2 4s. Brilliant. The extra reroll from this is actually really useful. I think it was something that I didn't realize was actually as good as it was until, like, I've actually started noticing it. 2 more 6s, though. Gives me a trigger on that sleek sky again. Into a 2. No point re-rolling that. I think we just take this armor as it is and then kill whatever guy we want to kill off. That guy. Take a bit of damage, but that's fine. That was probably the best Crohn's fight I've ever had. I say was, like I finished it, but you know, gotta be careful. That's an even die, let's re-roll it. That's an odd die, roll up. Roll up. Re-roll. Roll up. What the? Okay. Trust me, if I can use 5s, I will never get them, like, whatsoever. Okay, we're cool, we're done now. Before we do this, get our defense first, and then go. One shot. Okay, we got a run on our hands. We got a run on our hands. Everchill, kind of cool. Engulf, auto. Each turn auto cast. Does automatic reset and gives me 4. Can be cast a die. And you just do that to gain the rain instantly. That's not bad with the auto cast on it. Right? Inner Storm is really good for just the payoff of the ramping, but I already get enough damage on one thing anyway. I'm going to put the Engulf up here, but I got a disenchant spell, so you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. The Engulf looks interesting, right? Like if nothing else, it does mean I don't get to keep generating thing. Like I don't get to keep my my fury. So no, it's not really what I want. Roll into lower die. Roll pool. Interesting. Riptide. Gain rain. Roll die. +2 damage this turn. If you weren't this turn, it would be great, but you're this turn, so you're terrible. At least to me, you are anyway. Deal 15 damage and gain a 15 gold on kill. Incision. kind of cool, but not really what we want. Chill core, I do like chill core. But it's now not 6 on there, which is... yeah, you've gone against the way, unfortunately. So relic it is. On a 4, -2 to a countdown. I have 0 countdowns, so you're not great. Game block, game 1 fury. That's pretty good. That is pretty good indeed. Do we want some potions here? We'll throw that one away. The mark is pretty good. The extra dice can actually save you, so I will pick that up, and then we'll go this way. Again, we'll just gain the max life to help balance out that silly penance. Again, devoted by losing an attack spell. I have an attack spell to lose. A non-attack spell. Does this count as a non-attack spell? Is my question on that. And we can receive Stifle and choose to gain a rune. I think I should gain it devoted for the next 3 battles, seems fine. Get rid of Engulf, that's fine. Because it's actually like pretty good devoted. Like the next 3 fights, you just instantly always will get a at the start of each turn gain Foresight. So it's good for a boss fight, it's good for what we're doing. Ooh, 2-3 straight away. Delightful. That's a 2 to reroll into there. That's a 5, which gives me armor, and also turns to a 6, which goes straight into the Hulberg. This gets rerolled again. That's a 1. Roll that up. Into a 2. We could roll that down and then back up, or we can apply some poison, or even we can just apply the danger. I think we apply the danger. That's almost a kill. Oof. That is a shame. It is a crying shame. I have to have a 3, so it's not like I can do anything else. So yeah, we'll deal the damage. These guys are annoying, so they're just going to keep gaining power, and then they do the ignite thing, which is really frustrating to deal with, but... that becomes a 6. That becomes a 1. 6, 1, 4, and 4 gets the reroll. That's a 2, get the reroll. Do this same with that 6. Ah. Oh yeah, so that transformed because of me changing it to the defense form. I'll roll that up to another 3. I think we just gain the armor here then. And then deal the damage, killing one of these guys off. I do get the ignite, but that should go into the turn, and then I don't take any damage, and I get to kill this guy next turn. Oh, I take some damage still. Okay, so that 2 goes reroll into 1. 2 3s. I would like to use them just to gain that Rhyme Hail. I might regret it, but it's fine if I do. I got lucky. Let's do this. And 29. Take this guy out. Let's take this guy out. Eh. I don't think it really matters at this point. Like, I think every turn I'm killing one of them regardless, as long as I roll a 3. And I think I get enough armor from my setup, so... yeah. I think I'm in a good space. We're trying to get this cleared is going to be an issue, right? So kill one of these, kill that guy. Reroll that. Into a 1, reroll again. Into a 5, delightful. Set the Rhyme Hail up, just because it rerolls the die. Check that in there, that's the ignite, roll that higher, that's a 6. Into a 3 for the kill. I kind of got lucky there. Play pause and Seaward. Ooh. Rain would seem interesting, but we do have countdown now, don't we? The double block on there is actually pretty good, although it doesn't combo with the build that much, right? Like this Glaciate is a lot better than the Sea Ward for what I'm trying to do, so I don't need to worry about anything else. Plus I get the other things. Crush is kind of interesting. This isn't. We'll take up Sea Ward though, but we'll probably end up selling it. No, yeah, we do want to skip rewards. Again here, I will gain the max life. I don't think I'm in any threat of actually like dying or anything, and plus I'm getting an extra die each turn for the moment, so... 2 6s. Yeah. Jump straight into it. I get a 2, we will reroll that. Into a 3. The 4. Into a 5. I mean, we're already defended here, so there's not much really else I can do except just roll for rolling's sake. So we'll put that in there. Apply that. Apply 3 poison to something, which will just be this guy, I guess. I forget where his position is there. Do the same thing again then. He's not attacking, but 6 poison, and then deal the damage. Okay, I do not have a 2, but we can re-roll some of the evens. Let's go. We'll do... No, we don't want to yet. Actually, we do. Sort of 6s go in there. I was like, why would I use 6s when I can use those? Evens can be re-rolled, 5s can't, so 5s have to go in here. We get a 2, which goes to a 1. Use it. 6 can go in there. Gets rerolled up to 5. 5 can't go anywhere else, so... It's a good thing, 5, that you do give me some other benefit, you know? Could do that, and I actually will swap that over, which is actually kind of good right now, actually. I don't really need the switch as much. Just go 5 and 4, set the defense up, and then do that. And then pass. So now we'll gain the Foresight every turn, plus it from this. Thank you, game. Much appreciated. That's another 5, so put that and that in there. And now we should have the Rhyme Hail pretty much set up. Another 5. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. Now the real question is do we think we could get enough Fury to actually like one-shot the boss instead of this? Like just ignore the minions and never take them out. 2 5s. I have a 2 and I have a 5, although I didn't need to do that way. The one get re-rolled into a 6. It's another 1. They can't do much with. And I have enough armor for now. Oh, this gives me 5 more for next turn. Like, is this going to become a point where I just have, like, so much fury that I do actually end up one-shotting this guy? Like, I've got doing 300 damage, so I'm halfway there already. Like, it's not impossible. That and that in there. 2 4s go in there. Get a 4 back. We can do And even in there, we do get a 3. A 3 and 4 to go in there. Reroll that, get a 4. That's a 3. That's a 6, goes straight into there. Now, do I just, like, attack or not bother? No, we go for it. We're going to go for it. We're not far off. We are not far off. Like, 200 and, like, 240? 260? No, 280. Maybe is enough. I have to do the math on it. Like, my brain is not functioning on it properly right now. That's a 1 and a 6, so put those and those in there. Reroll that. Into a 1, get higher. Into a 6, interesting. Look at that. Into another 6, so we can put that and that in here. Get the reroll on the 6. I got enough defense, so I don't need to worry about that. Do get the 1. Now, is this a kill? Not quite, so... Defense and extra die. I'm like, I got so much fury, like, why would I give that up right now just to, like, not kill this thing? Right? Like, why would I give that up? A 6 and a 6. Reroll into a 1. Into 5. Into 3. Does this kill? That does kill. And I got enough armor to defend myself. I probably could have ignored the first guy and not bothered hitting him, but I was like, why not? Vex die, receive a curse. Curse could be problem. Odd turns. So turn 1, 2, 3. Kind of good, actually. The curse is kind of fine because, like, setting something to 1 when I already have 6s is actually pretty good. Interesting. Do like the idea of deluge as well. Again, none of these kind of scream out to me like this is what I'll be taking. I guess I'll take the Akashic Aqua, which at least will give me defense when I use it. Like, this is just kind of like meh. Then maybe if I upgrade it, I get more of that as well with like 2 6s in there. Well, that is a lot of die I now got to spend just to go into those, you know. It is a lot of die. Luckily, we picked up ways to get extra die every other turn or so. Every third turn, we get 30 damage. Limit to 8. Limit dice to 8. Every 20. Not a fan of that. I'll take this. Like, them getting 30 armor every third turn is fine. Like, I don't think that's really going to affect me. We're going to disenchant this. Seaward as well can go. Absolution can also go. Now, what are we going to do here? Go straight to shop and then, like, avoid some elites and just go for the run? Can't avoid elites, got to fight them on one route. I think. Oh no, we got a free run that way. Let's try it that way. Don't want to risk it, just take it easy. We are pretty much set up. Reroll on this. Interesting. Do like a toxic knowledge as well. It's always good. Return die with random enchantments. Dark dreams. That seems that seems really funny. Now let's just go and take some of this stuff. Every 3 times you apply an affliction, deal 4 damage for an enemy. Apply poison, and poison gets better. Every 10 spells cast, gain 4 fury. We'll take the extra fury. Why not? No, we're going to cast more than that. One charge random spells seems pretty good. On a 6 roll, 3 damage to all enemies. I think that might affect my fury, so I'm not going to. Not too sure. I gotta double check that. Like, does fury get spent on just dealing damage, or is it on the attack kind of thing, right? Yeah, next attack, so you have to physically use it. Interesting. I have a 6 and a 1, but 2 6s in this already is a really good start to get us going, so let's do that. Get the 6 and the 1 to go into there and there. Let's reroll this first. Get a 1. Into a 3. Into a 2. Reroll again. Into a 1. Into a 6, which I can't really use, so I guess that goes in there for now. This 3 at least will give me some armor. What do we gamble at? If I gamble it, we're getting another 6. 2 and a 4 do the same thing, in principle. Do I get a kill right now? No. So there's no point doing that. Gamble it is. Delightful. I think it didn't matter what I hit there, I was still going to have a good time, right? I honestly think it didn't matter what I was going to hit. Lots of 1s. We'll get that there then. I'll reroll this, so we'll get another 6. Okay, 6 and a 1, just get some armor. Reroll that. We got our 3, so we can kill one of them. We'll do that now. Reroll that higher, into a 3. And just gain as much armor as I can. I would like to hit them again, but yeah, it was not going to be worth it there. 2 4s to give me more of that rhyme hail. Reroll that 4 into a 5. I wonder how many 5s do I roll and got 2 armor from them? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, like once you get a few rhyme hail set up, I think this is just GG on most bosses and stuff. Ice Ward is kind of interesting to sell. Do we have a shop coming up? Because if we do, we could do that, or just not bother, I guess. Yeah, just don't bother here. We don't need to reroll. I don't think we'll get anything. So yeah, I don't want to lose my max life. We'll skip rewards, get the artifact, and move across here. Shop is pointless. Starting with 2 weak. Actually, getting some health on roll of 2s would be pretty cool. Yeah, the dreaded fight I always hate the most. I hate this fight so much. So there's a reason why I hate this fight. And to me it's very obvious. The rest of you is probably not. Well, maybe it is. Maybe you also hate it as much as I do. Because I think it's a despicable fight, and the fact they allow it in is terrible. Fire again. We do get a 4. It's pretty good. We can roll that higher to get a 6, so that can go in there. That can go in there. We've got 21 damage that we're doing, so we could take this guy out, or that guy out, or this guy out, or anything out. I'm gonna take this guy out, I think. No. Take the guy that's dealing damage out, right? Yeah. I mean, I could go for the upgrade on this, but I'm like, eh. I don't think I need it, so I'm just not going to bother as such. Let's set this up again. 2. Reroll that to a 6. Reroll that. Into a 1. Into a 2. Into a 5. I should go to a 6. We'll do this again. Remember, I can't get 3s anymore. Do I have enough defense? No, I do not. No, I do. We have enough power to one-shot someone. So if we get a 3 early on, we kill 1, then we move on. Come on, game. This is not fair. Give me my 3. Fives are fine as well. We can still use 5s. And we can still use 1s. I could just get armor, but that could be a problem. Okay, cool. You die. I was not happy about that there. There's a straight up kill. I just need to make sure I have defense, so there we go. Nice. That fight was not too bad this time around. I think you just need to outpace them. It's like it's a DPS check, right? Again, we don't care. We're just skipping these. I don't need the potion either. I'm skipping so many rewards. Is there an achievement for that? I wonder. Give me max life. Take the event. Lose 2 spells. I do not have 2 spells to lose, so that is really annoying. Mighty bosses enemies start with 2 power. And I get to duplicate a spell. Duplicate a spell. Could I duplicate the wave shift? Oh, that's so good. I mean, I could have duplicated something else that already had the upgrade on it, but still, like, yes, please. I'll take 2 wave shifts. That just guarantees me the uses out of them. This is brilliant. I can literally force anything I want now. So we do that and that to get the whole broke up. And then we just do a 2. We get a 1. I'm not happy with that 5. Let's re-roll that into a 6. Get back, get more armor. It's another 5. That's terrible. How can you do this to me, game? Let's roll that down. Ooh, a 4. That's pretty good defense as well. And I guess we're going to deal damage here. Do I take that damage? Yeah, let's take that damage. And then next turn we should be good to kill that guy. Double wave shift. It's done. That is done. Okay, with the 2, let's roll that straight away. Into a 3, we have a 3 that is useful. Into a 2, which we can get more armor on. 2 3s, ooh, interesting. Roll that up higher first. Another 2. Into a 5, which now we can make a 6 with that. And you know what 2 6s do? More Sleet Sky. And then I guess we'll get a bit more armor, let's make sure that we don't die, and then deal damage to kill everything off. Double wave shift, this is, yeah. Again, this turn, it's always this turn. I'm not a fan of this turn. I would like to take one, but there's no point. Yep, we skip again. Here we will just take the max life again. And let's face off against Brexis. Greetings. I do not wish to fight your hands, I just wish to fight you, so that's what I'm going to focus on, and we're going to have a grand old time. I have 2 4s to play with, so let's use those first. I will take my Sleet Skies, and we will have a bit of a good time. We'll get the 6 put in there. And let's roll some evens. Oh, that's a 5. I'm not happy about that. I guess we'll re-roll that one first into a 6. A bit more armor. We have a 3 now, so that's useful. Oh, a 6. Not great. A 4 there. We can use a 4. Let's see if we can do this 5. Into a 6. We're into a 4. That's absolutely brilliant. It gives me a bit more defense, and then we'll just rhyme hail you. I mean, I could take a hand, but I just don't feel like it. Oh no, you predicted. That's terrible. Ooh, this is not a good start. I guess we'll just sacrifice some life, get some dice rolled. I guess we just ignore this one for this turn then, I guess. 6 and 6. We got 4 back. And roll the 2s in there. That's a 3, nice. Another 1. Guess I'll reroll that higher. Into a 2. That's another 3, so that's kind of good. Guess I can roll that 3 higher into a 6. Delightful. That's a 4 to go in there. That's another 4 to go in there. Now I guess we just use these to roll and then deal more damage. Do I survive? Yeah, I do. Oh, it's predicted that. That's terrible. I'm taking 24 damage. So that's my defense I need to get. Now I have a 5, so wave shift that up. That into there. Trigger that and that. Lovely. I would like to do that, but the predict is going to be terrible if I do that, so let's just play around it a little bit. That's a 3. More armor. A 5. Into a 6, can't do anything with, but we'll roll because we still gain Fury. Then maybe we can like one-shot this guy eventually as well? Again, it's this dumb stuff I'm capable of doing with a build like this as well, isn't it? Ooh, another 2. We'll reroll this. That's a 1. Reroll this again. That's a 3. Could use that 3, but I don't see the point. Really? A 2. Can't use that. A 1. Another 2. Let's try that one being higher. That's also a 3. Guess that 1 goes there. That 3 goes there. And... Do we just deal the damage? It is predicted, but... Does predicting it really save you? I just get a bunch of extra die this turn, don't I? What was that last turn? I have a 2 and a 3 and a 1. I'll roll that higher first. A 5, so roll this one higher. Get the seat sign going again. Roll evens. That's another 3. Roll that even then. That's a 5. I think we're good in the clear. I think like we've got the kill as such, but you can never be too careful these days, you know? That was good fun. There we go. Ancient Shard down. I've been struggling with Azir for Lapis for a while, and finally. Bulletproof again. Yeah, that was a really, really good run. And the fact that you can duplicate die, that's a really unique event, and I can already imagine some combos to pull off with that, with like getting an extra duplication of a spell. I was just like, I'm going to duplicate my signature spell because, yeah, why not? My trouble was I couldn't reroll enough, and that really helped out. I come up with some of the dumbest ideas sometimes. But again, if you enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.